Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, for the latest in boxing. So I have a big question to ask my subscribers, and that is, why isn't there no fight date for Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder? Because it's been almost a week since Deontay Wilder, jumped in the ring and confronted Tyson Fury and did that little face-off where they, announced their fight coming up, next. Yet there isn't no fight date. You look at any, you look at the guys' Boxrec, you look at any of all the articles, I don't see no article saying or showing me that the fight is going to be taking place on this day or this day or this day. Because, normally when a fight gets confirmed, normally there's a fight date, there's a venue, a place where it's going to be taking place, like, someplace in England, someplace in America, someplace around the world where boxing matches take place, some arena around the world, right? But it's been a week since this whole explosive news that these guys were going to fight, and there still isn't a fight date confirmed. There still isn't a venue or anything. I remember when Anthony Joshua beat Eric Molina, and if you remember, Vladimir Klitschko stepped in the ring after the fight, and they had a little face-off, right? They looked at each other, and right there, Eddie Hearn confirmed that his fighter, Anthony Joshua, was going to be fighting Vladimir Klitschko. Just like the way, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder had that little face-off and they confirmed. But you know what the big difference was? When this happened and when Vladimir Klitschko was standing right in front of Anthony Joshua in the ring after AJ knocked out Eric Molina, you know what happened? They had a fight date. They had a venue. They had a place and a date that this fight was actually, the fight was going to be taking place. And this was, 6 months before. This literally, I remember that same day I went on Boxrec, and already I saw that the fight between Vladimir Klitschko versus Anthony Joshua was going to be taking place in April of 2018. I remember looking at that on the post-fight when they just announced, when Eddie Hearn just announced that Vladimir Klitschko was going to fight, AJ was going to fight Vladimir Klitschko next after the Eric Molina fight in November, and already it was announced everywhere. They had a venue, all this type of stuff. So this is why I'm a little confused as to how come it's been a week and there isn't no venue. I don't see, on Boxrec, there's nothing is saying that this guy's going to fight, Tyson Fury. It's empty. According to Boxrec, Deontay Wilder has no opponent coming up next. And I know Boxrec doesn't know every single thing in the world of boxing, but you know something? Boxrec is a very reliable website. Why? Because first of all, they tell you all the records. They tell you, that's what's called Boxrec, right? They tell you the records of fighters. They tell you who's the guy is going to be fighting next. Every time I've been looking at Boxrec for years, because that's the place I go to like look up guys' resumes, to see how good they are, to see how well they've been built in their careers. And a lot of times I'm looking at Boxrec and I find out, this is the crazy part. A lot of times I find out a guy's fighting some dude next just by looking at on Boxrec, because I'll just be scrolling on Boxrec looking at some of my favorite fighters or just some prospects, and out of nowhere I'll see, oh shit, this guy has a fight scheduled for this dude in like 2 months, and then like I get aware, I get this news literally just by looking at Boxrec. So that's why I say Boxrec is a very reliable source. But even Boxrec, a very reliable source, and having the dates set up for you to find the guy who's the guy's gonna fight next. Even Boxrec doesn't have the venue or where this fight's gonna be taking place, which means no one has told Boxrec. Boxrec hasn't gotten any information that this fight is gonna be taking place on this place and on this, in Las Vegas and United Kingdom, wherever the fight is going to be taking place. So this is why I'm just a little confused, guys. Why is it that this fight is not There's no date confirmed. Can somebody answer the question? Can somebody explain to me why is this fight not confirmed? Where is the date? When is this fight gonna? All I know is that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury looked each other in the face and said and told us that this fight is gonna be taking place next. But I don't know where's the event. Where is it gonna take place, homie? Where is it going to take place? Why haven't you guys come? I want to see the breaking news. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury taking place Las Vegas, November 16th, 2018. I want to see that. I'm waiting for that. Can you explain to me why this fight hasn't been confirmed yet? What's going on here, people? What's going on here? Somebody explain to me why this fight there's no date yet. That's a little suspicious. Maybe Eddie Hearn has a point. Eddie Hearn has been going around saying that he really doubts this fight's ever going to be taking place. He really doubts it. And he seems to know what he's talking about, because it's been a week and there's still no. What if a month passes and there's still no date for Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury? Isn't that a little suspicious? Because, normally people want to immediately, and I mean immediately, announce the fight date that these two fighters will fight, because they want people to be buying tickets like crazy. So it's a little weird that it's been a week and there still hasn't been no announcement. I'm curious to know, like, where is this fight going to take place? Or maybe this fight was never even going to take place to begin with. Maybe this was just a make-believe face-off. Maybe this was just a thing where they wanted to act like they were going to fight, do this little, face-off, make the boxing fans believe that this was going to be the case, just to, put Tyson Fury's name out there again, because, Tyson Fury hasn't been in the public eye for such a long time, so putting him in there with a face-off with the WBC heavyweight champion of the world in Belfast, that's a good look. It puts his name out there. Boxing fans are talking about him again. Casual boxing fans are saying again, oh, wow, Tyson Fury, wasn't he the former unified heavyweight champion of the world? Boy, I want to see him fight Anthony Joshua. Maybe this was a tactic from the Tyson Fury's camp and Deontay Wilder's team to try and get attention to both of them. For Tyson Fury's inactivity to get his name back out there, and for Deontay Wilder to get his name back out there, to get his name out there so they could be, so the boxing fans could remember that, oh, he's the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. I forgot because, Anthony Joshua has so many belts. Maybe this was just a tactic. Maybe in about 3 weeks' time, we're going to hear that breaking news, Tyson Fury breaks his right shoulder in training camp, preparing for Wilder, and the fight's canceled. And then a week after that, we hear breaking news, Dominic Breazeale replaces Tyson Fury for a November fight. Maybe all this is just playing. Maybe this is just things that are being planned already, I mean, I'm not trying to be paranoid here, people, but I just find it odd that these things aren't announced, that Dominic Breazeale doesn't have a fight coming up. It's as if Dominic Breazeale knows something's going to happen. Something's going to pop off. Why get a fight with this dude when I could fight Deontay Wilder for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world at the end of the year? It's as if Dominic Breazeale knows something's going to pop off. This is why he doesn't have a fight coming up. This is why it's been a whole year and he hasn't stepped foot in the ring in a whole year. Because it seems like he knows something's going to pop off at the end of the year. So he's not trying to ruin that by having a fight, lined up for him, when he knows he could get a shot at Deontay Wilder's WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. I'm just saying. So again, answer the question, where is this fight going to take place?